Hello, hello. Happy Thursday to everyone. I hope you are doing amazing. If we have not met, my name is Kelly Hoover, and this video I am so excited to talk about because I feel like this is something that we all, it doesn't matter where you're at, if you're already really good at this, but we can all improve and we can all be better at building a network. So this video is all about how to build a network, how to never run out of having a warm market because you are constantly building your network. And I'm going to share a few best practices with you. So drop in the comments if you are catching this on the replay, and let me know if you have any questions. Please feel free to always reach out to me directly. So one of the cool things, a lot of times in network marketing, in direct sales, you hear people when they first come into it, it's that immediate warm market. It's really, truly reaching out to the friends, the family, those specific people who you know will support you, but who also can benefit from the product, right? Who are people who are tired, who are worn out, which thank goodness the Thrive experience, everyone can benefit from, really. So if you have your warm market and you've reached out to them, but what happens after that? What happens after you have connected and really tried to help the people in your closest circle? Where do you go from there? If you are constantly building your network, you never run out of one market. You're constantly meeting new people. You're constantly trying to help new people. And so how do you do that? So I'm going to share a few key things, and I will tell you, I have been in Lavelle for 4 years now, and I have I like to think, not even scratched the surface of my warm market because I'm constantly building a network, constantly, everywhere you go. So whether you're a parent, whether you're a grandparent, whether you're single, whether you work, wherever you are, you get to do this every day in your life. Yes, it can be done on social media. Yes, it can be done face-to-face. But really, truly, this should be something that is a natural thing. And if it doesn't come natural to you, that's okay, you guys. It's something that you can learn and you can teach yourself. So a few examples that I'm going to give you. So let's say that you are at a job, right? You're at your 9 to 5, you're at whatever you do for a living, or maybe your spouse, you're intermingling at any sort of job related thing. And I understand there are some jobs that may require you to leave out your business, leave out the Thrive side of things. Maybe there's some lines that you cannot cross. Trust me, I was in pharmaceuticals. I did nothing from 8 to 5. And so I get that. But the reality is there are people that you are networking with. There are people that you know. There are people that you see drinking coffee and drinking energy drinks and yawning and are in bad moods and, want to be healthier, right? You can connect with them on social media. You can connect with them and invite them to listen into a call. You can network with them outside of that office space, right? Outside of the working hours. So you're not crossing any sort of boundaries there. Find a way and invite them. That is one thing that I think is incredibly easy and very passive, is just to invite someone to gain more information from you, even in a work environment. One of my favorite places to network with people is just throughout my everyday life. So look at the activities that you're already doing. I'll use myself as an example. So I go to the gym. That is something that is a very regular part of my life. I am going to my kids' practices, to their games. I am volunteering in their school. These are things that I am doing on a regular basis. Every single week, almost every day, this is happening. So why am I going to go to practice and sit there and just play on my phone, right? No, I'm going to go. I'm going to interact with people. I'm going to get to know people. I am going to engage in conversation with them. Whether you're at the gym, engaging in conversations. And I know it may depend on what sort of gym atmosphere that you are in. I do group fitness at Orange Theory. So it may be a little bit easier for me to make a connection. My goal is to make one connection every class I go to, become friends with them. I'm not going to show up and throw up my products on them because I don't even know what their need is, right? I'm going to network. We are in network marketing, right? And so it's building those relationships. It's how can you serve that person? But you can do it amongst your life, everyday life. So not only talking to them, knowing their name, knowing what their interests are, if you're at that sporting event, knowing what their children's interests are, and then connecting with them. I guarantee you, you will have something to offer that will benefit that individual person. Become friends with them on Facebook. If you have an event, invite them to it. All right. That is living this business in your everyday life, you guys. And it's amazing. Now, if you don't have any of these activities, where can you go to network with people? Maybe you don't have children. Maybe your kids are grown. Maybe you are single and you're living in your house and you go to work and you come home. Where can you go to network, right? So there are so many spots that you can do, that you can find a local networking group. There's a ton. If there isn't any in your small town, go to the next town, right? But there are a ton. You can go for luncheons, you can go for coffee meetings, you can go for evening meetings, weekend meetings. They have, and it's basically a group of people. There's usually some sort of speaker education, but you go there and you go with the purpose of networking and meeting other entrepreneurs, right? And you're not going to say, join my team. You're going to network, because you don't know in 4 months, if 6 months, if that person's going to be tired, worn out, exhausted, and need your product, right? Your hair salon, absolutely. Everywhere you go, your nail salon, anywhere you go, where you get your car service, anywhere, the grocery store. I am telling you guys, you can network anywhere you go. All right. So here's the thing. You're funny, Kevin. Here's the thing. That is like the easiest thing to do, right? For some people, face-to-face networking is harder than it is behind a screen, right? But I really do believe whatever is more challenging for you, you have to force yourself into that situation. So I will share with you, when I first became a brand promoter, most people who know me now would think, I can honestly have always been able to talk to a wall, but I did not like to talk to people like that I did not know. I need to know you. I don't want to open up. I'm not that girl. I had to learn that behavior, and you can learn a behavior as well. So one of the challenges that one of my accountability partners would give me, because she was really great at that, is I would walk into a mall during, a lunch break or on a Saturday morning, and I would practice walking up and just talking and having random conversations with people. You guys, I was terrible. I said the dumbest things. I felt so awkward. I was so red-faced. But I got over it. I practiced it. I did it. And now I can, almost any single situation, can strike up a conversation with someone and end up talking to them about Thrive if I wanted to. So you have to practice and you can get better. So wherever you are weak in building your network, face-to-face or behind the screen, which I'll talk about in a minute, get better at it, practice it, make that something that because those people can become thrivers. It may be something else. You don't know how you'll network with them down the road, right? All right, so networking behind the screen, on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, wherever you are networking. View it the same way. When you go into a chat room, when you go into these groups, when you go, into these things and you're talking to people, view it as you're face-to-face with them. Have that conversation with them. Get to know them. Don't send spammy messages. Get to know who they are. Build trust. It is all about building a relationship, you guys. Because if you're adding value, if you're building a relationship with them, eventually these people will ask you about that. They will ask you, why are you so happy? You're always in a good mood. You're always this, you're always that. They start to notice that you are different than most people, and it's because of the products you put in your body every single day. But you can serve them that way. So when you are on social media and you're interacting with people, making sure you follow up with them, making sure that you're constantly building those new relationships. So on my income producing activities checklist sheet that I do every day, I have groups that I go into and I interact. You guys, I never talk about my products. I never go in there and talk about my products when I'm interacting with people who first moved to my area. You know, there are different people, and I'm on different moms clubs, and I welcome them. Let me be a resource for you. I've lived here a long time. I know a lot of people. I'm saying nothing about my products. I'm welcoming them. There are so many different ways that you can network online with people by just simply being a resource. Are you an expert at something? Have you, are there certain things that you are good at? Get in those groups and help people. Be a resource for those people, because you are networking, you're building trust, and you're building relationships with people. So the biggest thing to do is to just do it. You have to be intentional about it. That is one of the biggest things. If you are doing this, if you're a stay-at-home parent, or you are a parent where you work from home, or you are a person who doesn't see other people, you don't have that opportunity for that face-to-face networking, then you have to put that in your path. You have to get out and you have to go do things. Y'all, even if it is go to Starbucks, go to Panera, and do your work, do your business there. I promise you, I have met random people that are now thriving with me because they sat next to me at a Starbucks and I struck up a conversation, not about our products. I began to know them. I became a resource for them. We built trust. And then they did trust me. And so those are things that you want to do. And you guys, if you make this a daily habit, and it becomes like brushing your teeth, brushing your hair, going to sleep, this becomes a regular thing for you, then you're constantly going to grow that warm market, which means you never ever run out of people that you can talk to about the Thrive experience, about Thrive skincare. So I hope that this was helpful. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I am here to help, and y'all have an awesome Thursday.